SDR fans, this is Rocco, and I'm here at Mount Olympus with Nick Laskaris, and we're discussing Hades 360. Nick, I have a couple questions. One of them being, when was this even conceived?
Well, it was conceived back in 1995, believe it or not, right when we were building Cyclops, or before I was building Cyclops, just thinking about Cyclops. And I approached it to, back then it was custom coasters, and of course, no way could we ever do something of that. Well, nobody had the cars back then to do these things. So this year I was going to redo this hill anyway by the road, make it a little bit shorter. And so I'm talking to the Gravity group, and guess what? We both said at the same time, let's make it go upside down. And I was happy.
Well, it's awesome that Gravity Group actually has the Timberliner cars that you would need to actually do this element now.
And which we're very excited about. Now,
did you have to do anything to the existing parts of the rides to accommodate for the Timberliners, other than probably the station?
Well, no, not really. You know, the rest of the ride was okay, but the problem with the rest of the ride is the coaster is getting a couple years old, and just like any other wooden coaster, it gets rough as the older it gets. So I've decided to change about 90% of the track to brand new track. So everything underground, all the corners, almost like I said, 90% of the ride has all new track on it. So that's the other new part of Hades 360. Oh, so not just the barrel roll, but the great majority of the ride will be brand spanking new.
I guess our next question is, you're doing everything in-house. There's no construction crew other than your guys doing this thing.
Well, it's our guys. You know, a lot of them came from Texas, of course, and a lot of these guys helped us well with all the other coasters. In fact, the great majority of these guys. So we call them back up, say, come on in. Mr. Mason, one of our main guys, Jeff Mason, great guy. I'm gonna put a plug in for him. And he's actually the supervisor on the group. And so yeah, they're all hired from Mount Olympus. And you know what? They're a great group of guys. And hopefully we'll see them again soon after this ride's over.
Nice. Well, I'm hoping that you guys are going to have a busy season.
Yeah.
Now, your season starts Memorial Day this year.
Yeah.
Is the most asked question that we've got when people found out I was coming here, the burning question was, when will the ride open?
Well, I'd like to say for sure 100% Memorial Day weekend. That's what we're shooting for. But again, this is a new ride, new concept, new Timberliner cars. So I want to promise 100%, but then I'd be lying to you.
There, better safe than sorry.
Yeah, just to be truthful.
Right. And
we're shooting for Memorial Day weekend.
And if it's a little bit later, I'm sure this thing is going to be worth the wait. Just looking at what you've got existingly built, I love that you saved the small hill that goes back in, because frankly, that was one of our favorite parts of the ride.
Yeah, this ride was just phenomenal for us. You know, and right now we're seeing almost a 50% increase in room bookings, advanced bookings for summer, and I'm hoping a lot of it is due to this ride. So it looks like a lot of people are excited for it, and you know, it's going to be a unique ride.
Now, in years past, a lot of the independent mom and pop parks have been doing well during this economy, whereas some of the bigger parks, the destination parks, haven't been doing as well as years past. How has Mount Olympus fared in this economy?
We've done well from, you know, my family moved into Dallas in 1970. We have yet to have a bad year here in town. I don't believe in economy. If the economy gets bad, guess what? You know what you do? You lower your prices a little bit and make it affordable for the customers to come to you. That's how we get over economy, and that's how the Dells has done it. And so the Dells has really done very well, including Mount Olympus, back then Big Chief, over the years, just because we adjust our prices according to what the economy has to offer us. It's quite simple, actually, if you think about it.
That's actually a sound business model. Okay, and speaking of Big Chief that you just mentioned, we're gonna get any new go-kart tracks coming into the park soon? Some new three-dimensional monsters?
I'd love to say yes. We did build one last year, two years ago, and you know, I love go-karts. It's my passion, and it's what I used to do for a living.
Right.
You know, the best thing I could say is we built the elevated go-kart tracks. My dad and I designed them, and we were the first ones to ever. But you know, I've grown to like roller coasters and water parks. So yeah, is it out of the question? Heck no.
Well, that's good to hear.
Someday it might come again.
That's good to hear.
And in fact, that's where one could argue that we made most of our revenue from, was go-karts. That's how we've grown here in the Dells. But you have to expand, and that's where we're at.
Well, one of my big pleasures is coming to Mount Olympus and riding the go-karts and not have it be, you know, a pay extra attraction. It's nice to just get in line and get on some go-karts and, hey, let's check out this track. You have so many to choose from. So between the roller coasters, the go-karts, I've always been sold on this park. But the best deal of all is if you stay at one of our resorts. Of course, it's all included free. I got to put in a plug-in. Oh, of course, of course. But there is not a resort in the world that does that, where you stay at a hotel room and you get go-karts, roller coasters, water park included free with your stay, and we're proud of that. And that's why we do so well in the summertime. Right, most of your resorts are strictly either it's a water park or it's connected to the we're the only ones that have roller coasters and go-karts included free with your stay. I've never even thought of that. Yeah, and the only ones in the world, especially in the Dells. These other guys think that now they just have water. We have more than just water. Well, it sounds like Mount Olympus is your one-stop shop for Dells fun. That's what I like to think. That's what we built, and we're proud of it. So book early, because yeah. Do you want to give a website or any? Well, it's MountOlympusPark.com, and I really highly suggest you book early if you want to stay at the resort, and it's the best deal in the house. You know, you stay overnight, and you get to use the whole park included. Not only for the day you book, but the next day also. Oh, the checkout day as well. Yeah, the checkout day is included free too. Oh, that's an amazing deal. Yeah, yeah. And you get to wear your bikini or whatever you want to wear. Yeah, you always got pretty girls working at the park. I don't know. They're all of Greek persuasion too. They match my wife. There you go. I love beautiful women. Nick, it's great talking to you. Nice talking to you. Great to come out and see the work that's been done. We're really excited, and we're going to get everybody excited to come out here. So that's great. Can't wait to see you guys. Thank you. Right. Thank you. We'll see you.
Rocco!
What?
Is that you with the flash?
No, I don't have flash.